out again. It's a redskin.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl BinkiBianca with some more blog talk. And today we're going to be talking about the Power Universe and some drama that's been going on between a couple of the actors. So recently 50 Cent was performing on stage and he had some of the Power Universe actors come out and be on the stage with him. Now, Joseph Sikora, who plays Tommy, was one of the actors, and then also Gianni Paolo, who plays Brayden, he was one of the actors as well that was on stage. When Gianni went to greet Joseph, for whatever reason, Joseph just kind of looked at his hand and just turned his head and ignored him, and then Gianni just walked away like whatever, and he let it ride. But of course, it's the internet. When people get hold of video like that and see things like that, everybody's gonna have an opinion. But take a look at the encounter and we'll discuss further.
You pressed? I would be too.
Okay, so as you can see, it was pretty plain and clear that Joseph definitely saw that Gianni was trying to greet him and speak to him, and he wasn't having it. I mean, he looked him dead in his face and looked away, and it was kind of like one of them like, F out of here, like, why are you even talking to me, kind of things. I don't F with you like that, and you know that, so like, why are you even bothering with me? So I'm like, damn, he gave him the up and down, but stuff like this, of course, when it gets recorded and it gets put on social media, everybody's going to have an opinion and something to say about it. So, someone commented on Gianni's page and they said, nah, why he look at your hand, then look away? And Gianni said, adults being childish. And then another commenter said, but at least you was grown about it on stage, because I would have stopped the whole damn concert. And Gianni said, I respect 50 way too much to do that. And then another commenter said, Gianni is really that dude. This reaction vid got me weak. Tommy, there's room for 2 white boys at the top of the power food chain. And Gianni said, correct. And then another commenter said, on my mama, that'll be the last time I ever try to speak to cuz. That's definitely a violation. Very oppish behavior. Now, I thought it was going to be kind of over with at that, and it did kind of make me wonder, like, man, have they always had issues? Like, is Joseph Sikora, like, is he like a method actor? Some people, they are in character all the time when they're around their other castmates and things like that. So I didn't know if it was like one of those kind of situations where he's just like, I don't F with these kids, or whatever, because my character wouldn't, or whatever, because of the history, but I don't know. But anyway, it wasn't over there, because at some point, Joseph Sikora responded to a comment somewhere on social media, and Gianni isolated that comment, and then he decided to go off. So Joseph responded to this irrelevant person, and he said, we saw each other at the hotel afterward and talked, all good, with a thumbs up emoji. So Gianni decided to respond to that and said, listen, I was gonna leave this ish alone, but people keep sending me this, and this dude just straight up telling lies. It's not all good. I asked him in the elevator what his deal was with me, because he's been doing this ish for years when I've shown nothing but respect and love. He kept just saying he doesn't F with me. Nothing was resolved. Stop spreading lies, because people are pressing you about your saltiness. I've said nothing but amazing things about this dude on the podcast, and if you listen to it, you know. Season 6 of Power, he was the nicest guy in the world to me. Then when Ghost happened, everything switched up. If you're gonna try and pretend like issues resolved for social media because you're mad everybody's asking why a 47-year-old man is throwing shade at someone who everybody F's with, then at least do better than that, my guy. Then he also said, Gianni continued, he's been doing this ish behind closed doors for years. You made this public on stage, Grandpop, not me. Now you're dealing with the outcome of being a child. Now, Gianni's not done. He also said, last thing I'll say is that I don't give a F if you don't like me. Nobody needs to like everybody, and that's completely fine. But don't pretend on social media that we're good after I tried to make peace still after the years of disrespect and shade, and you said no. And then he said, Tommy character, still a GOAT though. So man, that was definitely a mouthful. and I think it's just kind of one of those things where it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, obviously if he's saying this has been going on for years, he's probably been feeling away for years and trying to figure out like what's going on. Now, the podcast that he's referring to, not Brayden, I'm sorry. Gianni has a podcast with the actor that plays Tariq. They have a podcast together called The Crew Has It or something like that, or The Crew Is It. I can't remember. I apologize. I'll put a link below to it, but it's actually pretty good. I've watched a couple of episodes of it, and they're just like palling around, talking about the show, talking about acting, you know, those kind of things, and it is a fun show. So that's what he's referring to when he says, I've said nothing but amazing things about this dude on the podcast. He's talking about their show. But anyway, of course it still wasn't over there because 50 had to come in, and you know, 50 is like the king of all trolls. I mean, he trolls everybody from chicks he used to date to men that he's had beef with for, you know, decades, to stars, executives, to the stars of his own shows. Hell, he was even trolling Patina Miller, I think, at one point, who plays the mother. She plays Rock on Raising Kanan. So he just always has something to say. So he posted about Gianni's, you know, what he said, and he said, "Oh, Ish, it's up. Now, I never like to start Ish, but you should sock him, Tommy. Wait, I think this little N has this little N Brayden got a knife, LOL." And then of course he promoted his liquor and stuff. So 50, he don't take like this kind of stuff serious or whatever. He was joking about it. Now I thought it was over again because I was gonna make this video yesterday, and then today more stuff happened. So then Joseph Sikora made a post and said, "Ever think about the reason you have a job? Chill out, Brayden." And then Gianni commented, "Nobody said you didn't pave the way, Pop Pop. There's room for all of us." Gianni, now why you keep calling him Pop Pop? How old is Gianni? I don't know. He's definitely young, in his 20s, I'm sure. He's a young man. So 47 probably feels very old to him. So I get it. It just makes me laugh when he's just like, you know, trolling Joseph about his age. But honestly, I feel like Joseph is too old to be acting like that. I mean, if a man is coming to you as a man and saying, "Look, what's the issue between us?" and you're not even willing to talk about it or whatever, and it's just like whatever to you, you're not gonna try to talk about it as men, then leave me alone. It's cool. Like Gianni said, we don't have to be friends. Everybody doesn't like you, and I'm glad at his age that he understands everybody doesn't have to like you, because they don't. And you know, honestly, the other thing that he does need to understand though is that sometimes people don't have a reason, and you need to be comfortable with that. You need to be comfortable with the fact that there are going to be people that don't like you, and they don't have a reason to not like you. They just don't like you. They don't owe you an explanation because they don't have an explanation, and that's just what it is. So hopefully, you know, this situation will chill out a little bit and go back to, you know, us not knowing anything about it and just them creating great content for us. But it was out of the blue. Like, who even would think that they would have any kind of issue or tension, you know, awkward. But honestly, you don't have to get along with everybody. You don't have to like everybody that you're working with. Let's make this money and let's clock in, clock out, whatever, and go home. And that's just what it is. So hopefully, you know, things will just stay behind the scenes. after this, and this is the last that we hear about it. But man, this was just a very random little beef that popped up. Entertaining. I like both. You know, Joseph Sikora, he's one of those people, I will say, he seems so serious to me. Like, I've watched him in interviews and I've listened to him, you know, on podcasts, and he's so serious. Like, he's very interesting person, you know. And then Brayden, I keep calling him by his character name, I'm sorry, Gianni. You know, he's still young, he's just like happy, excited, he's enjoying his life. So he's got like a totally different energy, you know what I'm saying, about him. It's almost like, you know, the bulldogs from like the old Looney Tunes cartoons. Like it's like that. It's like you got the one that's like hype, and then the older one is just like, man, chill, you know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what it is. Their energy just doesn't match, and that's okay. But you know, I'm really into the Power universe. I love the shows. Tommy is growing on me. I'm looking forward to the next season. Of course, I love Ghost, and can't wait for that to come back as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have you ever been left hanging by somebody so publicly before? And if you were left hanging by someone like that, how would you handle it? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all soon.